I am now pleased to welcome Mr. Jeff Kurt Schoenberg, who completed a Master of Commerce, to respond to the Chancellor on behalf of all graduates.
Good evening. Chancellor Mr. David Morgan and Vice Chancellor Jane Dan Hollander, staff, fellow graduates, and guests. My name is Jeff Schoenberg, and I am a Deakin graduate. I couldn't say that until today, and I'm going to tell you this. It feels pretty good. Fellow graduates, why did you come to university? I came because I figured getting a master's degree would help me to become a very important person in the Olympics or the World Cup. The goal was to get a degree, a qualification, something that proved I knew something. And obviously, as I'm standing here today with a funny hat on my head, I achieved that goal. I started university seeking answers, knowledge, information. As I progressed through my degree, I began to realize that it wasn't the answers that mattered most, but it was that process of finding the answers. Later, as I continued in my studies, I soon began to ignore answers altogether. I started to focus on questions, because I realized that in order to get the right question, you have to start with, to get the right answer, you have to start with the right question. I started university seeking answers, I finished seeking questions. That is one of the examples of a change in perspective that occurs through studying at university. At its core, a university degree is about gaining knowledge, gaining experience. Really, a university education is actually one of the most self-indulgent things we can do. We get degrees so that we get better jobs. We get degrees to increase our skills. We get degrees to expand our networks. There's no obligation to actually use this experience or knowledge, just to gain it. Now, despite this university education being a self-indulgent activity, many people have supported us along the way. Why? Because they see the inherent benefit of a university degree. They've witnessed the personal growth that a university education offers. They have seen those changes in perspective that we've all gone through and know the value of that. So for all of those people who have supported us, we owe them a very big thank you. To begin, the faculty members and professional staff, our lecturers, our supervisors, our tutors, all provided the framework for us to gain these answers. And oftentimes, they managed to direct us into finding more and better questions. So, thank you. Thank you for the times you provided guidance and assistance. And as painful as it is to admit, thank you for the time you forced us to find our own way. Another thank you goes to, well, each other. Thank those around you for the late-night study sessions, for the last-minute read-throughs, for picking up our slack in group work, or helping us to pick up the slack group work of another. Thanks are also extended to the Deakin alumni, to those who graduated before us. Whether it was for a meaningful event like a mentorship, or simply as a source for cheap textbooks, you helped us along the way. And thanks to those who are studying after us, seeing new students struggle with the concepts that we struggled with, helps us to remind us how much we've grown and we've learned. Now, today is mostly about us, about celebrating our achievements. And let's be honest, we are pretty fantastic. But there's a wide group of people outside the Deakin network who've made our accomplishments possible. Our parents, our siblings, and our grandparents, our partners, our children, and our friends, our loved ones. They have contributed so much throughout our education. They've been there to absorb all of our stresses, be it a crashed computer, a hectic exam schedule, or bank account that just never seems to have quite enough. So while they may be proud of us for what we've done, I want us to take a moment to remind them to be proud of themselves for helping us along the way. And finally, fellow graduates, congratulations. You did it. I urge you to keep learning, to keep seeking answers, and most importantly, to keep asking questions. But all of that can start tomorrow. Today, celebrate, smile, and say proudly, I am a Deakin graduate. Chancellor.